All right, what's going on, everybody? So some pretty big news came out yesterday when I was actually making my video on Wakey Wines and Modine out of all things. KSI took a visit to Turkey, Al-Sheikh, and it seems like they're going to be doing some business in April. We were just giving KSI crap for his opponent selection, but it seems like he's taking a right step in the right direction in a very, very big way. So what we're going to do is I'm going to react to the video that they made on Twitter, and then I'll be giving my opinions on what opponents it could potentially be. Real quick, before I get into the video, 92% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you like influencer boxing, pro boxing, or UFC content, I post 2 to 4 times a week on this channel, at least 5 times this week, so make sure you subscribe. Also, I'll be doing my first watch-along at 200 subscribers, so let me know if you will pop out to that. I appreciate you. So this was pretty unexpected. Obviously, we know Turki Al-Sheikh is saving boxing. He's literally a GOAT, and he seems like he might be a little bit interested in influencer boxing. Just not the, we'll see. We'll see what he says. Let's check out what he has to say.
Now we are ready. We have a surprise in London in the end of April, and in New York in the beginning of May with KSI. There is chance you win to play against him in Fatal Fury video game. And there is a lot of surprise. And at the same time,
You're saying he's going to be in a video game? Okay.
I challenge him to have someone fight him in America. We will discuss, me and him, about future opponents, yeah. But really fighters, really boxers. Not 60 years old.
There's only one person that does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets us about that Jake. Turkey does not like
this guy here in England. He's 79 years. He's famous in boxing. I can talk with him. I have a great relationship.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
If anyone want to use him.
Yeah. I'm sure there's one guy who would love to take that opportunity for sure.
Okay. I am talking with him now. And surprise him also at the same time. Talking about doing something in Alcatraz jail in San Francisco.
Alcatraz, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm very excited to see what happens. Yeah, we got some big things happening, man.
I want my children win and go against you in the Fatal Fury.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I can let them win though. I really have to be there.
Buy the game now and get the chance to play against KSI.
Oh, he's playing against you. He's not in the game. Okay.
Good luck.
Okay. Very interesting. Now, them doing it in Alcatraz is actually very interesting. I'm not going to lie. Because for the people that might not know, in the UK, Alcatraz is a prison in San Francisco that was notorious for having very dangerous criminals. It was actually on an island, so it was like impossible to escape from. And there's a lot of notorious criminals from the United States that went there. It's no longer like running, but I wonder how that would work. That would be very interesting because it's very slim on the inside, so I wonder if they would be like outside. It would still be very cool because Alcatraz is just a cool looking prison in general. Kind of creepy looking and all that. But yeah, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to speculate on what I think the opponents could be for KSI. I'm going to give 3 options from least likely to most likely. All right, so the first potential option that I think could be on the table is the Tommy Fury rematch. Now, I know a lot of you probably rolling your eyes, but I don't know, man. Like, there isn't too many pro boxers that would be a fair enough matchup, or it's at least a reasonable matchup to make for KSI. And, you know, he did well in the Tommy Fury fight the first time. If Turki Al-Sheikh was looking at KSI's resume and he saw the Tommy Fury fight, maybe that's what piqued his interest to see the rematch. And I think it's pretty possible, even though I'm saying it's the least likely option. I think it's possible because, yeah, Tommy Fury has these pull-out problems. He doesn't seem that motivated to fight. But Turki Al-Sheikh money, very possible. And the Fury name is big. Tommy Fury isn't necessarily big, but he has put his name in this influencer scene. Everybody knows who he is. So it would be a pretty big fight. And I think it would be worth main eventing a big event. And I really wonder if this would be like a Misfits event. Like, is this going to be like a Riyadh season prime card, because that would be nuts if they put on like a very stacked Misfits event. Because maybe Turki Al-Sheikh actually doesn't mind Misfits. If he actually watched it, I wouldn't blame him. Like, unless he saw fights like Lil T versus Afki and Dan, he probably sees that some of these influencers actually have some skill. So maybe he has some interest in it. And KSI has been very respectful for Turki Al-Sheikh in his videos. Same thing with his coaches and Mams Taylor. So, and that's just a big thing over there, just respect. So that's probably just a big part of it, and that's why he wants to do business with him and not Jake, because Jake just runs his mouth about Turkey, especially with the Canelo situation. So I definitely think this is possible, even though I think it's not that likely just because of how we know Tommy Fury is. But I would like to see the rematch, like for a legit opponent for KSI to get him ready for Jake Paul. I think Tommy Fury will be perfect for that. But I still have some other options that could be on the table. Now, this one could have low-key been first. I'm not going to lie. I probably should have put it first because it's probably less likely. But for some reason, I could just see it happening if he's willing to put the work in, because he kind of let himself go. You know what I'm talking about in a second. That is Billy Joe Saunders. Now, he's not too old. He's 35 years old. Like I said, he's let himself go quite a bit. So him making 185 for a fight isn't unrealistic at all at this point. I've heard that he's in the bar every single day, so maybe this wouldn't happen, but for some reason, man, I just see this happening because he's a psycho. It would be a big build-up, and he's legit. He was dangerous when he was fighting. Even though he kind of had a fall off, he was very dangerous because he is a psychopath outside and inside the ring. So KSI's style versus Billy Joe Saunders will be really crazy, and it would be a serious test for KSI. Because obviously, Billy Joe Saunders has faced people like Canelo. He's faced so many people. This will be a great fight. And the Alcatraz, you almost can belong in Alcatraz because how crazy he is. So I can see this if they're going the pro boxer route, because they're not going to get some hungry 20-year-old to face against KSI. But 35 isn't necessarily that old in boxing. It's on the way out old, but it's not retired old. You know what I mean? So I think there's a real chance that they could do Billy Joe Saunders, but there is one more fight that they've been eyeing for a very long time that is probably a lot more likely. For what I think is the most likely option, because this has been targeted for a while by Misfits, but apparently he's been asking for too much money, which obviously Turkey would take care of. That is Amir Khan. Now, yes, Amir Khan is on the older side. He is 38 years old. Now, let me tell you why it is not hypocritical for KSI to face Amir Khan. Because he's come at Jake Paul for facing these old fighters, and so is Turkey. The difference is, most of Jake's opponents have been old, retired MMA fighters. And then obviously Mike Tyson, that was 60, which is obviously ridiculous and should have never happened. Amir Khan is 38. So it is not the same thing. Amir Khan will still be a challenge for KSI 100%. But the reason why they want that fight on KSI's side is because Amir Khan is a bit chinny. And they believe that they could probably knock him out. And I think there might be a chance too, because he'll be going up in weight. And it would just be a huge fight. I just think this is exactly because literally all it's been... the only thing that's been stopping this fight is Amir Khan apparently asking for too much money. And if Turki Al-Sheikh hears about that, and he's like, you know what? Maybe this is a good fight. I think this is what they're targeting, in my opinion. I think they're trying to make KSI versus Amir Khan right now. And I think that's sick. Yes, he's 38, but he's not a 38-year-old MMA fighter. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing as Jake Paul. A 38-year-old boxer is going to be better than a 40-year-old MMA fighter 10 times out of 10. Like, Amir Khan is legit, but he might be able to get knocked out by KSI. So that's the main reason why they want the fight. Yes, if KSI's facing a pro boxer, especially one that fought Canelo, similar to Billy Joe Saunders, is because he's going to have some advantages. Obviously, KSI is going to need some advantages in the fight. That's just how negotiations work. So, I was in Twitter Spaces and I brought up this idea and people were like, no, he's older. Why would he fight older people if he's shitting on Jake Paul? Because he's a pro boxer. He's not extremely old. He's on his way out. He's retired. But it is not a 45-year-old, 50, 60-year-old boxer. Like, he can still come in here and probably be legit. He's not going to be the same as he was in his prime, obviously. But he's definitely going to be more technical than KSI. And it's going to be really tough because Amir Khan is fast too, like KSI. So he could cause KSI some real problems. And it would be a risky fight no matter what. So I think this would be sick. In my opinion, I think KSI versus Amir Khan is the fight to make if they're going the pro boxer route, because it doesn't seem like Turki wants an MMA fighter. It doesn't seem like Turki wants one of these influencer boxers like Slim or Salt Poppy to fight KSI. He said he wants it to be an actual fighter, an actual boxer. And that is what Amir Khan is. So let me know if you guys agree. I can see this 1,000,000%. When I heard this, I was like, oh, they're making the Amir Khan fight. That was the first thought that came into my head, because Turki's going to take care of the budgeting, because he is a rich motherfucker, and that's why these Riyadh season cards are so stacked. I just think this would be great. Some people on Twitter doesn't like that idea, but in my opinion, I think this would be perfect if they're going the pro boxer route. Obviously, there's other directions that they can go, but they're not going to give him some hungry 25-year-old boxer. That's just not going to happen. Tommy Fury and Amir Khan are probably the most likely options in my opinion. So yeah, man, those are my options for what I think they could be making a fight with KSI and Turki Al-Sheikh. Let me know if you guys agree in the comments down below. If there's any other names that I didn't think of, let me know in the comments. Yeah, in my opinion, I think they had a conversation, and I think KSI brought up Amir Khan's name, and Turki Al-Sheikh liked the idea. That is just my opinion, because they targeted for a while. I believe that Turki Al-Sheikh would like that fight, and that's just my opinion. But like I said, let me know if I forgot about any names down below, because it's possible I make mistakes. So make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that. And thank you guys for listening to me yap like usual. Man, this is a step in the right direction. Let me know if you guys are excited. Trying to see some Misfits Riyadh season cards. God bless every single one of you. And peace out.